Hello and welcome back to another How to Bloke. Today we're going to transport your taste buds back to the 70s. You remember them? 70s, discos, mopeds, yeah? Top of the pops maybe? Well, we're going to do a recipe from that era, okay? And it's going to be melon, not lemon, melon and Parma ham. You remember those? Delicious. If you don't remember them, well, you'll just discover them today. So, first we need some, we're going to get some lettuce on the go here. So we're going to, this is an iceberg lettuce. I prefer these because you have good value for money. You get plenty, they stay fresh longer. And we're just going to chop this like this. Now we could wash this beforehand, but it looks pretty, the icebergs tend to be pretty much free of any bugs or anything like that. So I've just taken off the outer leaves a little bit, and you're left with kind of this bit. So what we're going to do, we've got 2 plates here, and I'm going to show you, with the assistance later of my beautiful wife, how it can be done. So we're going to do a lemon and Parma ham 2 ways.
You said lemon.
Sorry, I said lemon. Melon and Parma ham 2 ways. So this is my way first. So we're going to get some salad. Salad leaves. Well, why do I choose iceberg? Lots of reasons why. Price, for me anyway here. Price, and you've got, it stays fresh for a long time. It tastes good. There's not a lot not to like really about iceberg lettuce. Some people don't like it. Well, I choose another one. But it's got to be crisp, you know. It's got to crack like that, if possible. So we're going to put the lettuce on the bottom, and we're going to. We need some Parma ham. Now, Parma ham is called Parma ham because it's Italian, and it comes from what's called full name?
Parma. It comes from Parma.
Yeah, but it's called prosciutto or something like that. Prosciutto, that's the word. Di Parma. And it's smoky, it's dried, it's beautiful. So there we have it there. Look. See how thinly it's sliced there? Now, we're going to only use a few of those slices.
Oh, this smells so good.
Yeah, it's delicious ham. If you like smoked ham, you'll love this. We're going to get this sap on the salad. So first we're going to put on some onions. So we'll just chop up some onions. You don't need a lot of onions on there. It's not an onion salad. It's a melon and Parma ham salad. You've got to get the quantities kind of right. So this can go on here like this. And right, so that's the onion. That's really all the onion you like, really, unless you're an onion-holic. So, and then we need some cucumber. Now I'm going to peel this cucumber for the simple reason is that I'm not sure about the tastiness of the skin. So we're going to cut it in a different way. Normally you just cut it like that on a diagonal or like that, but today we're going to cut it along the length like that. So it's in slivers, like fingers of cucumber, like that. So we're going to get a bit of that, and we're going to put it like that, kind of thing. Oh, that's a big chunky piece. So you get the idea though, don't you? Now, cucumber like that. So that's good. Now, so you've done that with the cucumber. We've got enough onion on there. Now we're going to need some feta. No, that's going to come at the end. Sorry, we're going to need some melon. Now, where you cut a melon. I keep saying lemon. Why is this? You cut right down the middle. There's the both ends. Look there. That's where it's attached to the ground and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it down here like that, and we're going to scoop out with a spoon. We're going to scoop out the seeds. You can't eat these. no doubt there's a recipe on the web that features them. I don't eat them. So you can plant them again if you want to. See if you can grow a melon. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this melon like this into pieces like that.
You're going to peel the skin as well?
Am I going to peel the skin? Yes, I am. So maybe, how much melon do you think? Well, I think probably a quarter of a melon per plate. Quarter of a melon per plate. And you have to kind of edge your way around it like that. If I had a smaller knife, I would be able to do this easier, but I haven't got one.
There's one there on the block.
Okay, so what you do is you basically, you get that off.
Melon wedges. Not lemon wedges.
Not lemon wedges, no. So you get that off like that, and you just cut it down like that. And then, what you do is you put it on here, just for a moment. So we do another one, so I'll speed the camera up so you don't have to see this again. You get the general idea. So, right, we've done that on high speed. So we're now going to get our prosciutto ham, Parma ham, basically. And what we're going to do is we're going to. They're really thin. Look, you can see how thin it is. Look, I hold it up to the light. You can see the light through it. Look, see? That's good like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this ham. Oh, that one's been fallen off there. Two pieces per slice like that. You can never. Sometimes you can't get this neater than. So with this melon is super ripe at the moment, so it's a bit difficult. So when you cut the thing, it's better if it's firmer. So it's not quite as ripe as that, but you get the general idea what I'm trying to do here. So what we're going to do is put them on there like that, and then we'll get another piece. Super thin. Make sure you don't get two pieces. Well, you can have two pieces. Not a problem. But and you kind of wrap it like this. Kind of like rough, rustic styley. Okay, rustic style like that. So it looks good. You can't do this with. You need to touch the food with this. You can't do it with a. It's impossible to do it without. But right, just wipe your hands now. What we're going to do now. What we're going to add is some feta. Now the feta you get is get some proper Greek feta. It tastes better. The better quality the feta, the better it's going to taste. Now the thing with feta is, there's a lid like that. Once you open feta, you've got to use it kind of that day, and it's covered because it goes off quickly. Now it comes in water, so you've got to be careful. You can't go hammer and tongs at this and try and pull it off because you get water splashing everywhere. So depending on what container it's in, it may have a little bit of water, but this one's got a lot. So you need to be able to get that to the sink or some other vessel so you can drain it. So we're going to take this over here and just drain this a little bit. So you don't need the water. You can't use the water for anything, not that I know of. So the water's there just to. That's how you do it. So now with the feta, what we're going to do is we're going to take half of that, I guess, half of that, and we're going to put it onto a board like that, and they're going to kind of chop it like that, and down like that, and again like that. So this goes on here, on this.
Looks lovely.
This salad. This would be great for a lunch, It's and in the evening as well. I think if you had some rustic bread to go with this, it would look really good. It would be a good combination. Garlic bread, well, yeah, you could, I suppose, as well. If you want garlic bread was a big hit in the 70s. Everybody had garlic bread on their menu. Anyway, so that's that. Now, on following that, what we're going to do is we're going to get some black olives. If you haven't got black olives, then it's no big deal, but black olives are good. Now, these ones are ones without the stone in it. So, now if they've got a stone in it, it's only wise to, you can do two things. You can get the stone out by a little gizmo that gets the stone out, or you must warn your guests or whoever's eating this that the stone's in the olives. It's only polite because you don't want them to get a crack a tooth or something on the stone. That's not good. So there we have it. That's my interpretation. Pepper and salt, of course.
Probably don't need salt, do you?
Now the feta's got plenty of salt in it, and don't forget that the ham is salty as well. So I would say yes, you can have salt, but taste it first. Taste the combination of the feta and the ham before you add any more salt and pepper for sure. There you are. That's my salad, and it doesn't take many ingredients. It doesn't take long to cook up, plate up. But make sure that the melon is the sweetest just before it's turning too ripe. So when you go and get a melon, shop for a melon, have a little press. Don't stick your thumb in, but have a little press around it. And if you feel any soft parts that you can actually push in, in my opinion, avoid it. Get one that's a little bit firmer, and it will make cutting this a bit easier. Anyway, there you have it. Now I'm going to pass you over to my dear beautiful wife, who's going to do another recipe, plate up another dish using much the same ingredients. So until next time.
Hello, I am not HowToBloke, as you can see, and I'm going to show you just a different way to plate up the salad that we like so much. So you can use HowToBloke's way or this way, whatever you find most appealing to you. So we've got basically the same ingredients here, but what I like to do sometimes is just put the salad leaves on a plate, just like my dear husband's done, and you can put as much or as little as you like. With the cucumbers you can cut it a different way. I like to cut everything into little cubes because I have children, and if you have young children who are eating this as well, or just, you know, teenagers or pre-teens, I think they'll find this easier to eat because it's in bite sizes and chunks. So when I make this salad of his or my husband's, I kind of do it this way. So just to show you a different way that you can do this. And then you might find another way, your own way, you know, that you might like better, and leave a comment down so that you tell us how you like to do this, if you've tried this salad, or if you have any other suggestions, you know, that we should try as well, because that's how we learn and how our cooking improves. Right, so basically it's pretty much the same as my husband did, but just everything's a little bit more chunky, including the melon. So instead of having it like as a boat, like he's done, or the little wedges, if you don't want to faff with that, you just take the skin off. And what I do is I just cut it into chunks so that everything is in bite-sized chunks like this, and just put it on top. And obviously, because I am not a bloke, I kind of pay attention a lot to the presentation, you know, so I try to be a little bit more not blokey. So if you want something a little bit more girlified, I guess, if that's a word, then you can try that. So there's 2 edges, and he's done 3, so I'll do a 3rd one as well, so that way you have the same amount of ingredients for each of the salads. you can see it's not difficult. Even the children can help. If you've got kids at home and they're used to cooking with you, they can help out. And then for the ham, you have each sliced thin ham as you saw. What I like to do is crunch them up into little bite-sized pieces and also makes them go a little bit further so that you don't have a lot of ham, because this ham is expensive, and if you're feeding like a family of 4 or 6, you know, you gotta make it, the ingredients go further. So I like to tear little pieces like that, and just so that each mouthful has a little bit of the saltiness or the sweetness, and kind of looks pretty as well, I think. So it's the girls' version, I guess, of the HowToBloke salad. So if you're having ladies for lunch, you know, girlfriends over, kind of might be a nice thing to do. So that's what, maybe 1, 2, 3 slices, maybe 4 slices per person, because you can cut the slices, you know, into 3 pieces like that, and you don't need a lot. So just a little mounds like that, and voila, I think that's enough. And the last bit is the feta, and once again you don't need as much. So just because he cut his, I think what I'm going to do with mine, normally I cut into chunks as well, but I'm just going to scatter it like that and just make it, again, you can use less feta this way, as you can see it's filling the plate up a lot, and acts as a seasoning as well. So you don't need perhaps as much feta if you crumble it this way. So you could stop here, but I'm just going to finish with the little pieces there, just to make it even prettier. So we clean our hands. And just scatter a few olives on top. You can cut them maybe to make it go further, just to be a little bit different. So that way you don't need to use as many again. So this might be prettier, but also maybe a way to economize on some of the ingredients, because that's always helpful, especially nowadays. Right, voila. So that's my version of the HowToBloke salad. Maybe 1 more olive or 2 for luck, I don't know. Let's have a look. So that it looks quite symmetrical, as you can see, with all the pretty colours, and I think it looks really good. And this salad tastes amazing. Our family loves it, our children love it, my girlfriends love it, and we love it, don't we?
We do. So this one or this one? Leave the comments below.
I didn't put any pepper. Should I put some pepper on?
You can if you want.
I think it looks really good with the pepper, so I just copied yours there.
You could also, by the way, you could also, camera over here, you could also put slices of mango on here. Fresh mango.
I think that'd be really good if you like kind of sweet and
it's kind of a nice
and savoury.
sweet and savoury, yeah. So you've got the saltiness of the feta and the ham, and the sweetness of the melon, and the tanginess of the onion. So you got it
dressing,
everywhere.
and we just normally do a little drizzle of olive oil. Do you want to do some on yours, babe? Just and that's all the dressing that we need, isn't it? Shall I do it?
Why not?
Very,
Just like that.
just like that.
I mean, you can put whatever dressing you like on there, but olive oil is good. It's in keeping. So I hope you liked our melon and ham salad. Give us a thumbs up if you'd like to. You can subscribe up here. You can subscribe down here. You can see more recipes up here, and a few top tips on the left-hand side. And thanks for watching. Until next time.